What's up guys, my name is Jason. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to an interview of Ron Barron that aired literally today on CNBC. And if you don't know who Ron Barron is and you own Tesla stock, he's been one of the biggest bulls on Tesla for a while now, and he actually owns about 40% of it in his fund, Barron Capital. But in the interview, he talks about Tesla being worth $2 trillion in the years to come. But I hope you guys enjoy it.
I mean, Tesla is such a huge part of your funds at this point, and that stock has had a pretty phenomenal year.
In those two stocks, in those two funds, it's a very important part. It represents, as you said, 35 or 40% of each of those funds. And that stock is up 10 times in the past 2 years or 3 years. We invested in it between 2014 and 2016. We invested $300 million, $320 million for 1.6 million shares. At that time, it's now 8 million shares, 5-for-1 split, so it's $40 a share, as you said. And the stock's now 400 or 420. And when we invested, and I was on your program, I was talking about how I believe we would make 20 times our money over 10 or 15 years. And so far, in the first 4 or 5 years that we've owned it, the stock went up and down like a yo-yo, and that would be expected because what they were doing is they were building facilities, hiring people, coming up with design. It's a reasonable thing to bet against them. All these car companies, 50 of them have failed, and this guy somehow had made it through sheer willpower.
That's just what Elon does, but I do have a message for all the bears out there on Tesla, and I know that at least one of them has watched my videos on Tesla. Do you really think it's smart to bet against Elon at this point in time, or are you just really looking for attention? Like, there honestly can't be any way. You look at what Tesla's doing, and you look at what Elon Musk is doing, and you're like, yep, that's going to $19 a share. There you go. I gave you the attention you wanted. But in my opinion, it's not too late to turn bullish. We have, again, in my opinion, 5 to 10x potential from here. And I mean, it's better to look stupid for 5 years than to look stupid for 15.
And raise capital. Now he has 50,000 employees, and he has factories he's building on 3. I want to get to Tesla too, and I want to answer your news question. But Tesla is now building on 3 different continents, building in the United States, building in China, building in Germany. And you should expect more factories to be built continuously over the next 10 years.
Last year they did. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, it's certainly gotten bigger and steadier, but you mentioned the volatility. Do you think the stock has passed the days of volatility because it's gotten on steadier ground, or do you worry that some of the Robinhood investors and others who have been so attracted to what Tesla has to offer, if there's any sort of shakeout in the market, does that impact them, and would volatility come back?
I don't know about you guys, but I don't mind Tesla being volatile because we all know where it'll end up in the next 10 years. So if we were to have big volatile moves down, you know I'd be buying every single time I have the money for the next 2 to 3 years. But also, before don't forget to comment down below which factory do you think will have the biggest impact on Tesla's future. I would think that it's Giga Shanghai, just because they've been pushing for EVs for a while now, and they have the biggest global market for EVs. But Giga Berlin's kind of looking like a sleeper, but let's just see what Ron had to say.
Well, what we worry about are not stock prices. When we're an investor in a business, we worry about the business. And the short term, I can't have any clue about what's going to happen. I do think that it's now a $400 billion market cap. It was $40 billion when we started. I've said for a long time I thought it was going to be $1 to $2 trillion. With what developments have taken place recently, I think $2 trillion is the right number. So I think it's 5 times from here. Made 10 times in the past 2 or 3 years, but for 4 years before that, the stock didn't change, and the business grew tenfold. So the business went from $2.8 billion to $30 billion 10 times. The stock price didn't change. Now the stock price just caught up to where they were. Now I think that the business is going to go from 30 or 35 billion in sales, grow 50% a year. I think they're going to be doing 5 or 6 or 7 or $800 million in sales in 10 years on just the cars. And the batteries is another unbelievable business, which I'm very excited about. And I think that with that kind of valuation, with that kind of results, you're going to see a 5 times appreciation. I was thinking 3 to 5 times. We made 10 times so far, 3 to 5 times to come in the next 10 years. Two more doubles, maybe 3 more doubles in 10 years. what the expectation is.
I completely agree with Ron here, although I do think that Tesla has a possibility to 10x again from here in the next 10 years. The battery side of Tesla's business is going to be huge, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's almost going to be some type of like monopoly at some point, just because no one is making batteries that are even close to as good as Tesla's. But other than Lucid, it doesn't look like anyone else is going to get there. Plus, they already said at Battery Day that they're going to be trying to reduce their prices of their batteries by what? 56%? Like, yeah, no one is catching up to Tesla. So if you can't beat them, join them. Or make it seem like they're on your team, but you're really just making it worse for yourself. Basically, what I'm saying is Tesla will be like the Amazon of batteries, but better.
Okay.
But anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It means a lot. And don't forget to get a free stock from Robinhood when you open an account with them using the link in the description. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.